I'm Steph, and I'm currently working as a team leader here in Affordable Staff. Before I joined Affordable Staff, I was working from home for several years, working for clients I found through referrals and websites like Odesk and Online Job. Working from home, comparing it to working from an office, is very comfortable in the sense that you don't have to dress up because you're pretty much at home the entire day and you're there alone, so there's really no one there to impress with your clothes. So you can even go to work in your pajamas. And for example, when it comes to time, you really don't have to be very conscious about it because for example, if you have a start time at 9 a.m., you can wake up at 8:30, even 8:45, and just go straight to your laptop and then start working. Ideally, for people who are working from home, they should have a home office, but it's not true for most people who are working from home. For me, for example, I just have a table in our living room where I work from. So it's really not an office, just an area where I can work. When it comes to data protection and data security, it really just boils down to their trust with me as their offshore employee. Because when you're working from home, especially if you're doing freelance, there's really no legally binding documents that protect client from breach. So there's really nothing much for data security. Okay, so power interruptions is very frequent, especially during summertime here in the Philippines. So when that happens, you always have two options. You can go to a cafe and work from there, but unfortunately, most cafes here don't have internet connection that is strong enough for online work. So it's always very slow, and if you have tasks like downloading or uploading, it's not really possible to work from there. The other option is you go to a co-working space which has good internet, but it's not practical because sometimes it's costly. Internet speeds. So when you're working from home, your connection is a residential connection. So for example, I only have 3 Mbps of download speed, and then my upload is less than 1 Mbps. So it's a bit slow, especially if you have a lot of tasks which involves downloading, uploading, and if you're working with lots of images. And of course, the support also is not that great. And if you're working from an office where you have a business line which has a dedicated support team that can help you out whenever there are interruptions. If you're asking me which one is better, I would definitely say that working from an office is better than working from home. For starters, the technical support that you need is there. For example, if there's a power interruption, we have a generator on standby that would restore the power back before my UPS dies. And then if we encounter internet issues, we always have a backup line, actually 2. So all we need to do is switch the connection, and then the internet will also be restored. And then lastly, for the PC, when you're working from home, you're using your own personal computer, and if you encounter technical troubles with it, it's very hard to replace if you don't have a spare. But at the office, if your PC dies, so there's always a spare PC to use for working. Also, there are less distractions when you're working from an office, because the environment is very quiet, so it's very conducive to calls. And there's no television lying around. Your pets are not there to distract you. So when you're working from an office, it's just you, your work, and you can have 100% focus. The security at the office is also very tight because we have lockers for the employees. We have CCTVs which are on 24/7, and then we have our biometric time tracking. Working from the office is more beneficial for the client because here you have an NDA, your non-disclosure agreement, which is very strong. It's basically ironclad. It protects client data even though like let's say in the future I'm no longer employed with the office, I'm still bound by my NDA and I can't discuss any data or any processes of my client. Also, because we have a business line, our IP is static, making us more compliant to offshore requirements. In a nutshell, if you compare working from home and working from an office is definitely better because it's beneficial not only for the client but also for me as an employee.